We are live. What's going on, y'all? This is MrLetGo. Just got off a conference call, so I was like, oh, damn, I forgot. I scheduled this for 12 o'clock. So today we're going to talk about why do women seem to always run through their 20s and then turn around and get mad at us men when we literally tell them that we don't want you no more simply because you ran through now. So I got a video I want to show you. So everybody come in and hit the button. Hit the like button. And I got my guy Rico coming on. He's coming in a minute. But overall, this is something that needs to be talked about, that women can understand and learn from, and men can learn from also. So here's the video I'm gonna show you. What's up, the general? Everybody hit the like button.
Oh, thank God for valet trash.
No, we're not gonna skip over.
Okay, right now, this is the simple. Thank you, Terica. Thank you, Terica. This is a simple conversation that young women love to have, right? When you're young, you got all the options in the world, and it's okay. You're a young woman, you take advantage of the options. But the problem is, the more dudes you try to get over on in your 20s, you're going to be known for the type of chick that gets over on dudes. And when this actually happens, guess what? Dudes remember it. You have a baby by a dude, now you're a single mother, and then by the time you make it to your 30s, you done got ran through left and right where nobody wants you. And now you mad. And now you start whining that, what's wrong with these men? They don't want a good woman and all this stupid mess. But it starts in your 20s. So let's play this video. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. I'm about to drop the link now, Terica.
I like doing. Thank God for valet trash.
No, we're not gonna skip over the fact that y'all said a guy has to pay your gas if he invites you out.
So if a guy invites me out, he has to pay for everything. And
like,
that
you gotta
first of all,
you gotta reimburse you for the gas.
Let me explain to you. This is how it's gonna happen.
Here's the gas money back, babe.
No, this is what's gonna have to happen. If a guy asks me out, number one, I have a child, so you're gonna have to pay for the nanny. Boom. That's number one. Number
First
two,
date?
hell yeah. You want me to come out? I can't come out. I got my daughter, nigga, and I'm not.
Proceed.
Exactly. So number one, you gonna have to pay for my nanny. Point blank. Period. Number two, you gonna have to pay for. Well, depending on how far it is, gas is expensive as fuck. So if I'm like low on gas and I ain't got paid yet, and it's that week that I ain't got paid, you either gonna have to Uber me there, or you gonna have to give me something for gas. Like I'm not. And to be honest, I'm not even gonna say that money goes directly towards gas. Like I'm gonna need something. I might add on, be like, yeah, my nanny is $300, but it's really like $100, and then keep the other two and then use that for the gas instead of telling you it's for the gas. But you gonna get capped more than what the fuck I need anyway. So I can't offset my expenses that's gonna take me to get to come hang out with your ass.
Diabolical.
See, and this is the problem. When you young, you think it's cool, it's okay to finesse dudes, you know what I mean? And you just do all this stupid stuff in your 20s and you get away with it. But here's the problem. By the time you make it to your 30s, you don't either had another baby or you have your first baby, right? And regardless of how you want to look at it, your value is lower because now you got baby daddies all over the place. And now you start getting frustrated and you start wondering like, yo, why don't nobody want me? What's wrong with these men? These men are trash or whatever, right? But it's not that we're trash, it's that you are trash. Or you were trash. What's up, Maria? Keyword, you were trash in your 20s. Everybody hit the like button. 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 You were trash. And now you got to deal with what comes with you being trash. You getting ran through by all these different dudes. There's nothing wrong with requiring a man to pay your gas money and do all this and other stuff. But my question to you, to the women, are you aware? Are you aware when the shift happens? Say something in the comments. I want to know, ladies. Put a 1 in the chat. At what age are you aware? What age do you become aware that, oh, damn, I no longer can require a man to pay for a nanny. I can no longer require a man to pay my gas money. When do you start being aware that, damn, things are a little different? I can't get everything I want from dudes like I used to. What age do you think it happens, ladies? All right, Alexis says 27. There's an age where things go from you get everything, you get all the attention, you got dudes just doing all kinds, they jump through hoops for you. And then there's an age where you start to notice that dudes ain't checking for you like that no more. And this is the thing that I want y'all to pay attention to. We understand that this change happens. I never had this mindset. I don't believe you, because we all as human beings at some point at our best or whatever, when we first start looking good, dressing good, or making some money. Hold on. Hold on, son. Yo, check your email.
To my email?
All right. All right, I got Rico coming, but Rico acting slow. All right, everybody hit the like button. 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 Because Rico's a little bit younger than me. So I would love to see what he has to say. Like, what does he see? You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the problem is with a lot of you ladies is that day when you're not, dudes aren't checking for you like they used to, it's going to hit you like a ton of bricks. And instead of you sitting here saying, all right, I got to start changing how I think, you just keep doing the same stupid shit over and over again. You keep starting, let me play. Well, I'm waiting until Rico comes on. I'm gonna play the video again. But you keep thinking that everything is gravy, everything is easy, everything is whatever. It's just this dude. It's just that dude. No, all of us see the same thing, and we operate somewhat the same when we see you. I'm 24 now, and I get so much attention, especially from older men. One of my best guy friends told me after I turn 27, men will start to look away. That's what I'm saying right there. That's what I'm saying right there. And that is the reason why I'm doing this show today, to warn you young women that the day is coming that you ain't going to be able to require all this shit. You ain't going to be able to do all this stuff. So now that you're 24, Alexis, stop trying to finesse dudes, because I'm telling you, we are going to remember it. We are going to remember what you did. We're going to remember how you out here operating. A 24-year-old woman is totally different than a 32-year-old woman. That 32-year-old woman, she's a lot more humble. She's a lot more humble. But she's not humble because she grew. She's humble because niggas ain't checking for her no more. They make stupid decisions because we've been told that all of our lives we need to be independent. Exactly. Exactly. And that is what the problem is. Your mothers, your freaking mothers have put you in a bad position. And that is the reason why I'm here. Hold on 1 second. Let me put this in here. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. That is exactly the reason why I'm here. What's up?
Why are you here?
Huh?
I said, why are you here?
All right, so I'm gonna play the video again because you late. All right, everybody hit the like button. 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 So here's the video I'm showing everybody.
I like doing. Thank God for valet trash.
No, we're not gonna skip over the fact that y'all said a guy has to pay your gas if he invites you out.
So if a guy invites me out, if a guy invites me out, he has to pay for everything. And
like,
that
you gotta
first of all,
you gotta reimburse you for the gas.
Let me explain to you. This is how it's gonna
Here's
happen.
the gas money back, babe.
No, this is what's gonna have to happen. If a guy asks me out, number one, I have a child, so you're gonna have to pay for the nanny. Boom. That's number one. Number
First
two,
date?
hell yeah. You want me to come out? I can't come out. I got my daughter, nigga, and I'm not.
Proceed.
Exactly.
Keep
So
going.
number one, you have to pay for my nanny. Point blank. Period. Number two, you got to pay for. Well, depending on how far it is, gas is expensive as fuck. So if I'm like low on gas and I ain't got paid yet, and it's that week that I ain't got paid, you either gonna have to Uber me there, or you gonna have to give me something for gas. Like I'm not. And to be honest, I'm not even gonna say that money goes directly towards gas. Like I'm gonna need something.
You hear the finesse, right? It ain't even going towards gas.
Might add on, be like, yeah, my nanny is $300, but it's really like $100, and then keep the other two and then use that for the gas instead of telling you it's for the gas. But you gonna get you gonna get capped more than what the fuck I need anyway. So,
Oh, brother.
what do you think about this? Because my whole point of doing this show today is simply this: why do women run through their 20s, right?
Yep. Say it. Go ahead.
They
Tell him.
totally ruin their lives in their 20s, do all kinds of stupid shit in their 20s. And then in their 30s, they actually expect or want us to come in and fix all the stupid shit that they ruin in their lives.
Because they didn't have a man in their life to begin with.
Huh?
Maybe if this women had a man, maybe if women like that had father figures, they would not think that way. This is just what I believe. You know what I'm saying? Because I highly doubt, as long as I'm in my daughter's life, as she grows up to become a woman, she's going to try to charge. I pray, by the way, I pray that I don't even have a daughter who becomes a product of a broken home and of her own home. Right. So I don't even want to have you dating and have to require another man to find a nanny for the child that you conceived under your own, consent and under your own responsibilities. That's your child that you lay down with another man. Y'all need to figure it out. Don't put that priority on the man if he's seeking you or not. It doesn't matter. That is your responsibility that needs to be done regardless. Right? But I do think that a lot of these women that are talking like this haven't had a father figure in their life. Because if they had a daddy in their life, their daddy would be like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
If I was her father, I'd be like, are you serious? You want to require a man to pay for your nanny after you wanted to lay with a man that you did not know that you would not be with? You've already made a bad decision.
Already made a bad
decision. And now you want, just dig themselves a hole. That's all they doing is digging themselves a hole, bro. I mean, the crazy thing is I'm not mad at having standards, right? I'm 100% with that.
But that's not standards.
But when you have unrealistic standards, I'm gonna say, or unrealistic expectations, right?
I think that's not standards, what she's saying. I think that's like a cap. Like, hey, if you want to spend time with me, you got to pay this extra fee. That's not standards. That's a fee. You get what I'm saying? Standards is you got to take me to this restaurant. You can't take me to McDonald's.
Okay,
Standards is you can't come over my house 11 o'clock at night. Or you can't come try to call me, try to take me out 8 o'clock at night. You got to take me out doing something like that. You got to marry me. Those are standards.
Well, women that speak like that, or people in general, but because we're talking about specific women saying that, she's struggling in life.
Yeah.
If you wasn't struggling in life, you wouldn't require somebody to try to find a nanny for you or pay gas. I don't care how expensive it is. And if you weren't struggling in life, you would not try to be finessing extra couple $100. You said it may cost like $200, and it's not even gonna cost all the $200 out of my pocket. Yo, so you have to steal $50? Like, come on, bro, you're a thief. You're not doing well in life. You're making poor decisions and poor choices, and it's reflecting in your mindset and mentality because this is what you're thinking. This is how you're thinking, and it's all a product of somebody who doesn't have it together here and here and there and the bank.
Right, because she already spit out a baby, so she don't have it here because she ain't got no virgin vagina. She don't spit babies out and shit.
I mean, look, my girl, right? She has a son. Well, now he's 8, but he wasn't 8 when I first met her. But now he's 8, and that's not my child, right? That's a child that she had with another man years before I even met her. Right? But if she came up to me with that idiotic mindset, right? I would have told her very kindly, call yourself an Uber and go home. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I think that it's a shame. It's really a shame that there's parents that think like that. Parents that think like you have to pay for gas. I have to steal money from you by lying and manipulating you, right? Yeah. And then you have to pay to watch a child that's not yours because he wants to go on a date with you. I'm not gonna lie to you, like, she's not even top tier. Some top tier women can get that off. You know what I'm saying? And they're only gonna get that off with a very insecure, desperate man. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get that off with a man who's confident in himself. So, you know, there's a lot of things wrong with her and her mindset.
So, Elite Bell Zoe said, men with money don't complain about these frivolous things. Let me explain something to you, Elite Bell Zoe. Men with money don't deal with broke chicks in the first place. So it ain't about the men with money don't talk about this type of stuff or complain about this stuff. Men with money don't deal with broke ass bitches.
Yep.
That's the thing.
Tell me again. It's the government.
It's the government. These chicks run around depending on the damn government, and y'all actually think somebody's we the damn government too. We ain't the government.
We not. We ain't your daddy. Like,
we ain't your daddy, and we ain't the government, right?
Yo, we ain't neither of them. We're just a dude that might like how you look, and
might like how you look,
right? And we want to see if we like how you are. That's it. I'm not paying to explore who you are.
Exactly.
Like, a date is a date. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not. But you know what I mean by I'm talking about the context of the video,
right?
You're not. If you have to finesse me, first of all, a man with money will find it very disrespectful if she said, "You got to pay for my gas." He off rip. He's gonna be like, "I shouldn't be talking to her,"
because I'm like, "Damn, you can't afford gas."
Yo, a man with money will spend. See, look. If a girl, this is advice. If a girl wants to get a man with money, all she has to do is try to pay first, and she will get more out of him. Because she would be the first time, it would be amongst the first times that he felt a woman was trying to hold her own.
Yes.
Rather than him trying to, chase and all that. Look, my girl did that, and she got a baby. And not only did she get a baby, she got a baby with somebody who's still here, still takes care of everybody. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to have something decent in life sometimes, and you want a certain type of person, you might have to do the opposite of what you think. See, the only person that's going to say, "Oh, you need gas money," is somebody who probably needs gas money himself in about 3 weeks.
Yes. So let me tell y'all something. I paid for a babysitter for a chick. I've done that, but I said it myself, right? Because I had a chick that had a little boy, right? And I was like, yo, I want you to come over here. She's like, you know, I got so-and-so. I was like, okay, where your mom at? Like, Senator, she's like, you know, she be tripping. Put on the phone. I had her call her mama, right? Hey, we finna bring so-and-so over there. She's like, you got some money? I said, I got it. I got you. And she was like, okay. And I did it that way. So I just circumvented the excuse of, you know, because chicks be like, yo, if I want a chick over here right now and she got a kid, she's gonna be like, well, I got my son, I got my daughter, right? If I want you over here right now, I will pay for a babysitter because I want you over here right now. But if it's a certain situation where we're planning a date or something, I'm not gonna pay for no damn babysitter. So I will pay for a babysitter if I want you over here like immediately.
I'm not paying for a babysitter at all. I'm not paying for your child. If I don't know you, and if I do know you, but if I'm not trying to be with you, I'm not paying for your child. I'm not paying for some other man's sperm. This is what I'm not doing. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Unless we are
somebody else's sperm. Really?
Because that's what is a product. A child is a product of a sperm. Right or wrong?
Okay, look at it like this. I'm not paying for the child. I'm paying. It's like Amazon Prime versus Amazon. If you want the poom poom over here within 30 minutes, you got to pay extra. So I'll do that if I want her over here now.
No. You could do that. That'd be good for you. I'll send all those women that I run into to you because I am not doing that at all. First and foremost, if I say I want you over here right now and you have a child, I personally would look at you less as a woman, or not as a woman. Look at you less.
Her child is at home with her. What's she supposed to say?
I will look at her less from a value standpoint. If she dropped everything to go get some dick on an immediate call. No. That's what I would do. No, I'd rather you be like, yo, I can't right now. I got my child. Let's see what I have somebody watching or her, whoever, whatever, on the weekends. But right now, I'm not about to just, especially, bro, you gotta think about it. Let's be realistic. You're not making a phone call on some like horn dog type shit. You're not making that phone call at 5 p.m., bro. You're making it at what, 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night. Yeah. So now you're gonna. So and now her mom is gonna be like, wait, what? The kid is asleep. The kid is asleep, and now you just have somebody in here watching this kid. But even if nobody's technically watching the kid because the kid is asleep, right? But if their kid wakes up and see that his mother or her mother, or don't let it be a boy, right? Because if it's a boy, and he's like, yo, my mom is gone, as he grows up, he's gonna remember the times mom stuck out at night. Yeah. And now you got a problem with your son. You know what I'm saying? Because your son might look at you less. You know, as he starts to grow up through life, and he starts like, yo, you know, my mom, I used to just wake up in the middle of the night and you know, Margaret was there watching me. Like you feel me? Like, okay, well, you know what your mom was doing in the middle of those nights, sir? He's like, yo, you gotta you have kids.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
if your child, be real.
All right.
I mean, your kids are grown, so let's date back, right? If your kid was 10 years old, so they're old enough to know, but young enough to not really know, right? Mm-hmm. They're 10 years old, and you have daughters, right? Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. So they're 10 years old, and every time they wake up, you're gone.
Why are they waking up in the middle of the night, though?
Bro, kids wake up all the time. I have two in my house, bro. These little rugrats wake up all the goddamn time. I have a 1-year-old and an 8-year-old in my house. Last night, this little boy woke up and I heard him making mad noise, and I had to look and see what he was doing. And he was trying to he was rustling Sour Patch watermelon candy bags. I'm like, bro, you know you can't be eating candy this late. But this is things that kids do. Like, these are things that kids do, and I know you know. So if your kid wakes up in the middle of the night, like, nobody's
my kids.
I
My
got one
kids.
better for you, Mr. Protection. Mr. Protection.
Okay.
What happens? Yeah, you know where I'm going with this.
I was about to answer the question before you even said something, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Right, so if you leave, right? God forbid, I never wish this upon anybody and their children.
Okay.
You leave and a dangerous person breaks into your home under the watch of a babysitter. Now, this is a stereotype that I'm about to say or whatever. Yeah. Most likely the person that's watching that kid is a woman. Most women watch. I don't think anybody's really calling them man.
Ain't no dude gonna be watching my kid. What the hell?
Okay. I mean,
what the hell?
That's double standard, sir. But
that's not double standard. Ain't no dude watching my damn daughter. What the hell?
Why not? What's wrong with it? I'm playing devil's advocate because I agree. But
we're not gonna go there. Why? But so remember, I said,
are you deflecting?
Huh?
Are you deflecting?
What do you mean?
You don't want to go. All I'm saying is, all right. You know what?
Because
I'll follow you. I'm gonna follow your lead. Go ahead. Do you think?
Okay. So look, I said take the kid over mama house. I literally said because I like having a relationship with chicks' mamas because I want to know if the chick is nuts or not. So I want an excuse to talk to a chick's mama. So if I could say, all right, it's not some random girl. It's a girl I know, right? It's a girl I know, right? And say it's 7 o'clock in the evening, right? And I'm like, yo, I want you to come spend the night. And she's like, well, I got a little man over here or whatever, right? Little Shay over here, right? And I'm like, well, call your mama and tell her I pay for a babysitter, right? I'm trying to get in with her mama, right? For different reasons, because I want to know who the hell this woman is by learning about her mama. So I'm like, call your mama. Now, call her. So she called her on three-way or whatever. She said, hey, Aaron wants me to bring little man over there. Most likely a woman is an opportunist. She's going to be like, well, does Aaron have some money? I got you. How much you going to charge? $50. All right, cool. And now I'm paying her mama money. No. So guess what? Now I'm in her mom's. Now I'm paying her mom. So that means anything that I need that I ain't getting from her, I call her mom. Hey, your daughter acting up. Hey, why is your daughter acting it? Now I got a relationship with mom. You know what you're doing? First of all, that's called toxic. You're destroying households. You're destroying family relationships. Because the next thing you know, you got the mom and the daughter going against each other, and it's really because of you. But I'm not. That's a different topic. But that's why I will pay a babysitter because I want to get in with her mom. Stop it. You're saying what you really should be saying is that's why I pay a family member to babysit. There's a big difference. Well, in 2022, right? Most of these people, right, that are, I'm gonna say between the ages of, I'll go as low as no. Let's go as low as 21. So from 21 to 35. Okay. In 2022, a lot of these people live out of states where their families, especially their parents, are not even in the same state anymore. Okay. Right? So that whole my mom watching these kids is not most likely possible. Well, I'm not paying for no babysitter if it ain't their mom or their sister, because my job is to pay somebody in their family so I can learn more about the family member. Okay, well, if that's the case, I would not mind paying a family member. But I have chicks' mama's phone number, so they, like I said, I told her if they act up, I literally call their mama on them. That's not good. What do you mean? That's not good. Like, it's not good. It's good, but the way you are, it's not good. And if I don't gave a chick's mama $100 within a month's time, she's answering the phone because she's like,
know,
oh shit, he gonna give you some more money.
That's the problem you got. Now you got the daughter and the mom like, whose side are you on? Mine or his? And the mom like, well, shit, he paying me. I mean, yeah. Hey, I mean, listen, like, you should do better.
And the more I treat her mom right, the more the daughter is going to get shitted on by her mom, and mom going to be like, why are you doing Aaron like that? He's a good guy. You don't know Aaron. I do know Aaron. What are you talking about?
Oh, so all you're doing is I call this family conflict, right? You're causing family conflict. I mean, I think it is essential to get in with the parents.
Yes.
I'm always big on that. But yeah. I keep the relationships to a certain point because I don't ever want you to get too comfortable where you think you can step into my relationship. Just like I don't want, because guess what? If you let them get too comfortable and you ever make a mistake, good luck.
No, I control everything. I control mama, I control daughter, I control sister. So
you want full control?
No, I don't want full control. It's just gonna happen. It's just gonna happen.
It don't happen. Nothing in life just happens.
It's about dominion. It's not about control. I'm not controlling the people, but everybody answers to me. I take over the whole family.
You're controlling the narrative. You're controlling the outcome. You're still in control.
I'm not controlling the outcome.
It doesn't matter.
Everything just goes through me.
It does not matter. You still are in need of control. And one way,
I actually give control to the mother.
You don't give. Listen. Even if you gave control, which is not really, that means you have it to give. Like,
exactly.
But that also means you have control of it to take.
But that means I don't need to be in control because I'll give it away. It don't matter. So what I'm saying is I got dominion.
Listen, let me explain something. Dispersing responsibilities does not mean you're not in control, sir.
Whatever you want to say.
I'm just saying.
I'm okay with that. But for the guys watching, this is what I'm saying. I will pay for a babysitter as long as it's somebody in the family, because now that family now has my interests involved. And now I go to that family member and be like, yo, your sister, your cousin, your daughter, your niece is tripping. And now I can sick her family member on her. That's one. And two, I can learn more about the woman that I'm dating because I can call up this family member and I can see how the family member acts, how they respond. And I can tell if my new girlfriend or the chick that I'm messing around with is worth me going farther with, or do I need to just keep it sexual because her mama crazy or her sister crazy?
This sounds very poetic. I love saying that. We say that.
I appreciate that.
We say that at the table all the time, and all that means it's bullshit.
No, it's not bullshit. Hold on.
No. It's not. I'm not saying that it's a lie in the BS. I'm saying it's BS and saying that should be idealistic. It's strategic. Cliche.
It's strategy.
No. It's regular. Because at the end of the day, if you're dating somebody and you're trying to get in with their parents, you paying for a parent or a family member to babysit a kid is regular, because at this point in time, you actually can see yourself going forward with this person. You're not going to try to get in with the parent, get in with the niece, get in with the auntie, whoever, if you don't truly want to be with this person. So when I'm speaking about paying for,
I've done it before.
I mean, but like what I'm saying is this. When I'm speaking about paying for a babysitter, I'm not talking about a girl that I'm actively dating and I've known for a while.
Right.
I'm not speaking it because that's
some random shit.
It's a random or very new. Right. So like I'm not talking like if I known her for 6-8 months and we've been dating for 6-8 months, paying for a babysitter is regular because we're damn near together at this point. And if I know your mom and we have a great relationship, we're the step right before it's official.
Right.
But when we talk about paying for a babysitter, like this woman that was speaking on, right, in the initial video, she was talking about going out on a date.
Yeah.
We're talking about.
That's different.
She's talking about a new somebody more new in her life, right? Yeah. I ain't paying for your baby. I don't care if it's your mother, auntie, grandmother, great grandmother, niece, nephew, dog. I'm not paying for none of this. Yeah. I'm not paying your nanny. Like, I don't even know you. I don't even know this kid. I don't even know what he looks like. She looks like. I have no relationship to either one of y'all, and you're asking for way too much up front. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I would never do it under those circumstances. Under the circumstance that you explained, which I deem a little bit differently, yeah, I would. But then again, maybe I wouldn't, because I haven't, and I had all the reason to.
All I'm saying, guys, I'm telling you, pay your a girl's mama, sister, cousin, or whoever to watch her kid. And because if you pay because everybody knows that when you date a woman, you're dating somebody else also. Do you agree?
No.
You're dating her sister, you're dating her mama, you're dating her cousin, you're dating her best friend.
You are.
When you date a woman, she's going to tell all your business to somebody. But if you get into that somebody's pockets, you are now an interest to the other person.
I'm going to tell you, that's never the way to play. You can win, or you can go far playing that way, but it's never the good way to play.
Why?
Because the thing is, when you start to try to do too much within the family, I think it's important to be family oriented, right? Mm-hmm. I think it's important to establish a relationship and a bond with the family members, right?
Yeah.
But when you become too prominent, right? See, there's
I like that word, prominence.
When you become too prominent, when you become too prominent within the family, it actually destroys a lot of relationships, and it really causes for long breakups and misery. Because think about it like this. Let's use your example. You and a girl are dating. You've been dating. We're throwing out an analogy here or an example, right? Mm-hmm. You've been dating for 3 years, 4 years. You're together for 3 years, 4 years.
Okay.
As you're together for this time frame, you've gotten into, the mind and the pockets of the mom, the sister, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay.
Right? This woman is now unhappy with you, right? Mm-hmm. She actually wants to leave you.
Okay.
But her outside influences from her immediate family are telling her not to leave you.
Okay.
So now what's happening is she's causing it's friction between you and her, and she's conflicted within her own self because she wants to leave, but she feels like she's trapped because you don't want her to go, and her family doesn't want her to go. So now only thing that happens is everything starts to deteriorate from the inside out.
Okay.
And then next thing you know, before you know it, it's just a long process of a breakup that caused, like, there's so many, it could get really, really ugly, or it could not even get that
ugly. How can it get really ugly though?
Because like when human beings are the only species in this world that can self-destruct, and that's only because they have the cognitive function.
We have a prefrontal cortex that causes us to worry and self-mutilate
and react, right? Yeah. And overthink and then react. All these extra, adjectives that we can use to that also end up in a reaction. So it can cause, let's say, if I know how I feel when I feel like I'm stuck, right? When I worked at a job and I was just feeling like I was stuck every day for like a year and a half, right? Mm-hmm. Eventually I combusted, right? And it wasn't the best way to go out. Mm-hmm. Right now, depending on how that person combusts, it could be really, really, really bad, or it could just be bad. Maybe they can go ahead and harm you or hurt you. Maybe they can hurt themselves, harm themselves. Maybe they could just break a lot of stuff in the house. It could, like, you know what I'm saying? It could go from 0 to 100.
Then I'm gonna call her mom and say, "Yo, your daughter just came over here and just broke everything in the house," and then she gonna yell at her.
But at that point, she's gonna leave, right? Mm-hmm. But for everything to even get to that point of combustion, however long that time frame is, and that threshold depends on per person. Some people, they only last 3 months. Some people, they can suppress their shit for 5 years, right?
But the point still remains.
You can't trap a person That's
it's not about trapping a
in
person though. So you think I do this to trap women?
Yes, because what you do is if you turn their parents and their peers against them subconsciously by them siding with you. So now if they ever have a problem with you, they don't have any out to go to. Because then it's like, okay,
I don't have the
I'm
whole
really not happy
family.
with
I
him.
just got one person.
You
I
said
didn't say
what?
I picked a whole family. I said pick.
No, I said immediate peers. So her mom,
Yeah,
her sister, and let's
best
say
friend. Yeah,
her
just grab
best
one
friend.
of them.
It doesn't matter. Those
Yeah.
are the 3 closest people in her life. Okay,
Yeah.
so that everybody else is damn near an acquaintance. These are her rocks, right? These are the rocks in her
The thing
life.
about it is, you got to understand, once you like, what is the word? Once you like get in tuned with their rock, now it's an equal playing field. She can't just go to her just dogging you, because she's gonna be like, "Oh no, he is a good guy." So it's kind of, she's not gonna be on my side. She's just not gonna be on her side, because she knows me.
If she's not on her side, she's on your side. Like,
no, she's gonna be somewhat.
She's not gonna play defense, bro. Listen, that's not the reality. I don't care what you think. We're gonna put your head on the screen so I can knock on it.
Let me read the super chat real quick. Ad Truth says women mess up in their 20s because older people tell them they have time just to go out and have fun, but when I'm overseas they get married earlier, especially if they have much in order to build their life. I do agree with that, but I'm kind of like on the fence with the fun, go have fun thing, because I think it's important for women to date to see what type of man they want, instead of just finding the first man and just settling down with them. Because the man don't know what they want, women don't know what they want. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe in just running around having fun, because that's what too many women do. They just go out and hold themselves out. But if they go with a systematic mindset in their 20s to say, okay, I'm gonna go out on a date with you, I'm gonna have a relationship with you, and I'm gonna see what I want, and it's systematic, then that's a different story. But a lot of these chicks, they just out trying to scam dudes and off their box. You know what I'm saying?
Those are broken women, though. I think we see the most amount of broken women in history right now in America.
I agree, because of social media. Yeah.
I think it's because, I don't think it's because of social media, actually. I think that it's because of the systematic oppression that has happened. We already know. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the choices of basically removing Black especially, but minorities, I'm gonna say generally,
moving
out of the household.
Nobody was removed out of the household. Women made the choice.
That's what I said, but I said it in both. I said choices and or.
Yeah. Okay,
right?
you did.
So whatever way they want to perceive it, right? The fact that male figures were not in the households,
right?
For this is like what, the 3rd generation, maybe.
Yeah.
Right. So now we got the 3rd generation and now the 2nd generation has now became an adult, and now we're seeing all the traumatic effects of that. And then social media is just taking that and just adding fuel to the fire. You know what I'm saying? And now I think there's so many broken women that have these bad ideologies when it comes to dating, right?
Right.
I think they're not broken when it comes to career. I think that they're great on that aspect, right? But when it comes to dating, they have these terrible ideologies and mentalities towards relationships. Not even men, but towards relationships, right? The expectations were always high, but now it's unrealistic. Now it's not even like, I saw one, I gotta send it to you. And a girl said, wait, can I send it to you right now? You wanna see it now? It's crazy, bro.
Just send it to me now, and I'll drop it in the thing.
All right, I'm about to send it to you right now.
On Instagram.
On Instagram?
Send it to me in the DM so I could download it, and then I can share it with everybody else.
It's on what's it called, World Star.
On Instagram, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying the link was on World Star is when I seen it. Damn, where is it? Damn, I don't know where it is.
So here's our point why we look for that. One, I need everybody to hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Drop a super chat, which is just you already know how to drop a super chat. Drop a Cash App, Aaron 1000. And on top of that, I have a link pinned at the top of the chat. And if you think that you may somewhat be like one of these young women where you're just lost as hell and you don't know what's going on and you need a male figure in your life, well, either send me a DM on IM_MrLetGo or buy my course that is linked at the top of the chat. It will help you forgive your mother and understand what your attachment style is and change your attachment style to a functional attachment style. That is in the link. I mean, that is linked in the comments. So let me play this video one more time while he's doing this.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm sorry.
All right.
For valet trash.
No, we're not gonna skip over the fact that y'all said a guy has to pay your gas if he invites you
So
out.
if a guy invites me out, if a guy invites me out, he has to pay for everything. And
like,
that,
you gotta
first
so
of all,
you gotta reimburse you for the gas.
Let me explain to you. This is how it's gonna happen.
Here's the gas money back, babe.
No, this is what's gonna have to happen. If a guy asks me out, number one, I have a child, so you're gonna have to pay for the nanny. Boom. That's number one. Number
First
two,
date?
hell yeah. You want me to come out? I can't come out. I got my daughter, nigga, and I'm not.
Proceed.
Exactly.
Keep
So
going.
number one, you have to pay for my nanny. Point blank. Period. Number two, you got to pay for. Well, depending on how far it is, gas is expensive as fuck. So if I'm like low on gas and I ain't got paid yet, and it's that week that I ain't got paid, you either gonna have to Uber me there.
She broke as hell.
Right. I saw
This shit is it's sad.
It's
just
terrible.
listening to broke ass women.
And she got the nerve to use the word nanny and not babysitter. You don't got no nanny.
You ain't got no nanny because you ain't got no money.
Like, stop playing with us.
Talking about a damn nanny. You don't know what a nanny is.
Or you gonna have to give me something for gas. Like I'm not. And to be honest, I'm not even gonna say that money goes directly towards gas. Like,
let me say this. This is important. I am a goddamn investment. You gonna spend gas money to come see me, damn it, because I'm an investment.
Facts.
I can change your entire goddamn life. You can't change my life. I can change your life. So I'm the goddamn investment. So you gonna spend your goddamn gas money.
I'm still not off this nanny shit. That's funny. That's crazy to me, bro. No, like gas money is peasant talk to me.
Yeah.
I have not asked for gas money since high school. like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe my first year of college, max. But if I don't got the gas to drive, if I don't got the money to get into my car to drive, I'm just not gonna go.
Right.
It's very simple. Or
right.
I'm gonna have to catch a car with somebody else. But the fact that you have it takes a lot of courage. I give it that.
To ask for gas money?
To ask for gas, but it takes a lot of courage.
It's really sad. Did you find it or no? You still look for it?
I found the picture of the. Yeah, this is terrible.
So if it's a picture, I ain't gonna be able to show it.
They're sending it to me right now. But this is crazy, bro. But to touch on it while I get it, the video says she wants her man to cook, she wants her man to clean, she wants her man to take her on a vacation. She wants her man to take her on a vacation, I think every quarter or every 3 months, basically, or 4 months is what she said.
In intervals?
Yeah,
she's on schedule?
Yo, yes.
Everybody hit the like button, y'all. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button.
She wants all of that, and she wants is this it right here?
Thank you, Marcus.
I found it. Yo.
All right, send it to me.
How do I send this to you?
Just DM it to me.
It to you?
DM it to me.
All right, hold on. I got you right now.
Then I'll download and I can share it with everybody else. But my point is this for doing this show. Ladies, you sent it. You sent it? Okay, I sent it. You're not going to be able to get all these things that. Oh damn, bro! Come on, man.
Yo,
What
you,
in the world?
I told you, bro. It's
Hold on,
outrageous.
this is an app, some World Star app thing.
Oh yeah, so you have to. It's on World Star. The video. It started on TikTok, but then World Star. I don't know her TikTok. World Star reposted it.
But it's not on the World Star Instagram page?
No, I don't think so. I don't follow the World Star Instagram page. I got this. That's the link that I got. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see if it's on World Star real quick. Hold on, y'all. We trying to see where it's at. Rico trying to be all technical. Just send him the damn video.
I didn't save it. Hold on, let me see. Maybe if I could. Can you download it?
So I'm on World Star. It's not on there.
It's from June. It's from the 9th, so it's a couple days ago.
No, I would have seen this ugly lady face. No, I don't see it. But look, this is what I'm saying, y'all. A message to a warning. This is a warning to the ladies. You can only get this stuff off when you're in your early 20s. A couple ladies said,
Alexis, Nanny, you still can't get that off.
I know, but Alexis said it herself. The magic age is 27. All right? You can get off whatever it is that you want from 22 to 26. The second you turn 27, you're not going to be able to get these things off. You're not going to be able to charge a fee to get a man to come over your house or for you to go over a man's house. He ain't going to pay for your gas. He ain't going to pay for nothing. He'll pay for your food sometimes, but you're going to go to the gas station and all the dudes trying to holler at you. When you turn 27, it's instantly going to stop. We're just going to smell the fact that you over 25, over 26, and dudes just going to stop checking for you. And the problem is, y'all ladies don't understand the shift. And when the shift happens, you start blaming men instead of looking at yourself and just saying like, all right, I'm just not who I am no more. I'm a new person. And that's just the bottom line. So if you take this shift with grace and you operate accordingly, you ain't got to worry about nothing.
Well, I tell everybody this.
What's up, Michelle?
If you're going to do it, Ciara is the best woman to ever do this. Right? Nobody paid attention to her history and her timeline, right? So we know 7 guys that she dated, right?
Who are the 7?
We know she
I just know 2.
Okay, so we know she had 50 Cent. We know she had Bow Wow. We know she had Trey Songz. We know she had Future. We know
those are terrible choices.
We know she.
I'm starting to look at Russell Wilson as even worse.
Now watch this.
I would never marry. Huh?
Wait. It gets worse. Wait. Let me do this. Let me just do it, and then let me just do this. Right. So then she had also Cam Newton. So he's the second. Russell's the second quarterback. Rumors were Reggie Bush, and rumor was, I think Amari Stoudemire.
Okay.
Right. So that's
the main people. Okay, the main people that stick out to me is Bow Wow.
Well, she's kind of started with
terrible.
Bow Wow, remember? So look, now mind you,
I don't care. I'm not marrying a woman that used to date Bow Wow. That's the first thing. I'm not marrying a woman that used to date Future. That's the second thing. Had a baby with Future. And 3, I'm not marrying a woman that slept with 50 Cent. And 4, I'm not marrying a woman that married Trey Songz.
Not married, but that.
I mean, dated Trey Songz.
A lot of women did that.
No way in the hell, because
but Lori Harvey messed with. Well, that's people don't know.
He's trash too. So look, let me tell you, the first and second stop women go to when they get popping is 50 Cent and Trey Songz.
That is
so.
True.
If you have sex with 50 Cent or Trey Songz, that means you trash.
Yo, I screen recorded this video, by the way, so you can actually have it.
You did what?
I screen recorded the video.
You just send it. Just DM it to me.
Yeah, I'm about to now. I'm just giving you a heads up. So, but here's the thing, right? Now, let me paint this picture even more clear. All of these men that I listed besides Future were prior to Future, between the ages of 20 and 23, or no, 19 and 23, or 19 and 24. Because people are forgetting she dated Future for 5 years and was engaged with Future.
She was not engaged to no damn Future.
Yes, she was. They were engaged. They were supposed to get married. They were engaged. They were about to get married. Future got caught cheating, and then the marriage was called off. Right? Yeah.
Were Future and Sierra engaged?
Were engaged. Yes. 100% facts.
The couple got engaged in October 2013 and welcomed son Future's.
You're welcome.
On May 19th.
So Future actually wanted to be a good guy,
but he got caught cheating. So that's why the marriage got called off, right? So they got engaged, right, in 2013. In 2015, I'm not gonna jump. They started dating in 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Prior to that, right? So the first 4 years prior to Future, right? She dated all these people that I listed.
Sierra got some poom on her, bro.
Right? So look, all of these dudes was in here from 19 to about 23.
Yeah.
She dates Future from about 23 to about 28.
Mm-hmm.
20. So look, now this is what makes it really crazy.
So she's getting ran through in her 20s, y'all.
And then she dates Future for 5 years and gets engaged. The only reason why I think that this is just my personal opinion, that they actually got engaged is because she got pregnant. Right? So,
okay, that makes sense.
So then, they got engaged, then he got caught cheating, and then they called it off. Now, this is what makes it even worse, right? So they call it off in 2015, right?
Okay.
His game. 2014, Russell Wilson gets divorced from his first marriage.
Okay.
He goes on to win the Super Bowl in 2015. So Russell wins the Super Bowl in 2015. What's his name? Future and Ciara, they split in 2015. And in 6 months she's in another relationship. And then in 2016 she gets married at 29.
Wow.
So she literally ran through mad people,
mad dudes.
20s. Yep, and tried to get it. She got into one serious relationship before her 30s.
And she got in one serious relationship with the most toxic dude on the planet, though.
The thing is, people don't want to admit that she is very much just like Future. Very much just like him. And then she got a guy who, at 29 years old,
who's a cornball.
She marries this cornball square, and she's been taking advantage and milking it ever since. But realistically, when you think about it, her whole entire 20s, she was getting ran through by celebrities until Future, who actually gave her a chance to be with her for a long period of time. He ruined that by cheating. We can argue that, right? And then, but my thing is, how do you go from a 5-year relationship to an engagement to within 12 months you're married to somebody else? That's not weird.
That's
and
strange.
Then this person, they have a trauma bond relationship because if you look at it, both of them started dating each other after a failed engagement or marriage within 12 months from that day, or approximately 12 months from that day.
I want to say this, and you heard it here first. They're headed for the divorce, and in another year, they're not going to be together no more.
I give it 3.
The reason why is because Sierra is not going to be happy living in Denver. So she's going to give Denver 6 months. She's going to hate Denver because he got traded to Denver Broncos. Yeah. And she's going to realize how the actual life of dealing with a football player is. Because he's going to lose. He's going to be in Denver. He ain't going to win no games in Denver. So everybody in Denver going to shit on him because Denver is full of white people. They're not going to like the black quarterback. He's going to get sad and depressed. She's going to get sad and depressed because they live in some stupid ass Denver, and they're going to get divorced by, I would say, August of 2023. Or they're going to separate by August of 2023. I'm saying it right now.
All right. I say, in my personal opinion, if they were to separate, it's not going to be till after Russell retires. Here's my thing. Russell is a competitor. Like, even though he might be a square personality-wise, that man is still a competitor, and he competes at a high level. Yeah. So I personally think he enjoys, as a competitor, everybody saying he's going to lose in his wedding, marriage, whatever relationship.
Okay.
So he competes with the media, but silently. That's what I personally believe.
Okay.
Right? So it's not going to be until he's no longer. Look, if you really look at it, Ciara and Jada Pinkett Smith are very similar, right? They
you seen I did a video about all.
They all have
Ciara, Jada Pinkett Smith, and Making Good. How they are similar. Yes,
they very much are, right? Because if you look at it, Jada Pinkett at that time, she was dating whoever was the hottest at that moment.
Yep.
Right.
All
Ciara was dating whoever was the hottest at that moment. At 19, she was dating Bow Wow. This was what, 16 years ago, 17 years ago. She's like 36 now. So at 19, what is that? How many years ago? What's 19 minus 37? 18? 18 years ago, right?
18. Yeah.
18 years ago, she was dating Bow Wow, who was amongst the hottest people out here, right? Then she went from Bow Wow to 50 Cent. Now, these are early 2000s 50 Cent we're talking about, right? Then you go from 50 Cent to Trey Songz. Then you go from that to Cam Newton. Then you go from, or Amari Stoudemire, however order. And then after that, you go to Future. Come on, bro. You've always had the hottest and the hottest. And then after Future, you go to Russell Wilson, who just won a Super Bowl and was named MVP of the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. So you never had, you always was going for the top echelon of the hype people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, all these people still have great careers, but they're not in their peaks. And we can all kind of agree on that. Every single one of them, right? Mm-hmm. Now, I'm curious to see, just like Jada had all of these top echelon of men, but then once the one that she married was no longer in his peak, we see what happened. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So now when he's not in his peak and he retires, and he's
wait. So you saying Future was no longer at his peak because he stopped making music when he got with Ciara?
No, I'm saying Future he was at his peak when he was with her. And
but they were together for 5 years.
But he's slightly declining.
Because he stopped making music. He literally said it.
Well,
on the Monster album.
He stopped making music for many, many reasons. But yeah.
He said it on the Monster album. He said, I'm never going to put myself in a position like that because he couldn't be in the studio. He couldn't be in a studio every night like he used to be in because he had a woman.
Well, I'm saying that he didn't lose. I'm not like he still was. Yes, that is true. That is not a false statement that you're saying. What I'm saying is that he wasn't. That was his first time being a very, very prominent voice in the commercial rap across the country.
Okay.
Right now, obviously, from that point, he still has elevated. Right, he has gone past the Ciara. He has gone bigger. He's gone further. He's gone whatever.
Yeah, after Ciara though.
But I'm saying though, that was his rocket ship though. When he was with her, that was the rocket ship going.
That's what did it for him.
That was just coasting,
Yeah. So that's a fact.
So now,
So wait, did Ciara make Future toxic? Ciara is the beginning of Future's toxicity, bro.
A lot of people argue that Ciara, when I remember back in the day, let's say 2017, right? 16.
Ciara ruined Future.
They said that Ciara brought out a different side of Future.
So Future,
like Lori Harvey, listen, Michael B. Jordan is an Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? We have the same birthday. I know him more than anybody else on this face of this earth.
Okay.
Either two things are gonna happen with Michael B. Jordan. You're hearing it first. He's about to go savage. And when I say he doesn't care, he's not gonna care. Either that or he's going to get another woman who is so far like way past, like the woman herself is gonna shit on Lori Harvey just by how she is and how she conducts herself and all of those things, right? She's gonna be a legitimately like wife idealistic woman. It's either he's gonna go that route or that route. Future had those two choices and he went the route of being a savage. You know
bro.
He really loved
Sierra made
he
Toxic
made his best
Future.
music because of her.
Who?
A lot of people say Future made his best
That's
music
what I said.
because of Ciara.
That's what I said. I said he stopped making music while he was with Sierra. Then he made the Monster album after a 2-year hiatus, and then he went crazy. I think Sierra made Future toxic. So the reason why people talk about Future, this man got hurt by Sierra.
Yeah,
he was about to marry this woman. I didn't know he got engaged. Yeah. Future is not this bad person. Everybody, Sierra is a bad person.
I mean, but one will argue, just throwing this out there, Future did cheat, or there was rumors of infidelity, which is the reason why Sierra.
He's a rapper.
But that's what I was saying.
Bro, like, no rapper is not going to cheat on a lady. Like,
that I was cheating on Sierra, 50, all these, like, all of them.
Bro.
My thing is that people don't want to acknowledge that Sierra's on her second quarterback.
That's what I'm saying. Sierra, all that we talked about, because we talking about running through your 20s, just holding your 20s out and end up looking stupid, looking for a man to fix your whole life, like Sierra.
Exactly.
Sierra is actually the toxic person. She got with Future. Future wasn't going crazy out here with these chicks like he was after Sierra. Yeah. Sierra is the actual problem.
Well, no, Sierra.
And she went through all these dudes, ran through all these dudes and found a cornball to come save her.
What did Lori Harvey do? The same thing. But except for I don't think Michael B. Jordan's a cornball. You know, I think he's just a good guy. It's a difference. But I could be wrong.
It is a difference. It is a difference.
But that's what they do. The women that want to run and hoe out their 20s always find a clean man, like image-wise,
to make them look better,
to attach themselves to make themselves look whole again.
Yeah.
And it works because a lot of people are forgetting that she was getting passed around. Like a lot of people forgot.
I didn't know that. I wasn't thinking. I'm dead serious.
You wasn't
Why
thinking
is Russell a cornball?
They've been together for 7-8 years now. Russell and her.
Yeah.
So who's really thinking about something from a decade ago? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Let's get this straight. Chicks hold themselves out throughout their whole 20s and go find a cornball to not only be with and take care of them, but to clean up their image.
So then they can go back once it fails, and then they can look good again to the men that they really want.
For anybody thinking like, yo, y'all all off subject, we were not off subject at all.
And it's
not
all prevalent.
At all. It's all, golly, I ain't even think about this shit. So the toxic person is Sierra and not Future. Future got his heart broken.
Arguably both.
Because you said they the same people.
Yeah, they're the same person. Like, don't forget, Ciara still was baby mama number 6 or 5.
She was what?
Future's 5th or 6th baby mama.
Okay. You're right.
So he was still out here. He was still out here doing this thing. Don't get me wrong.
I forgot about that. Okay, yeah,
but
you're right.
That just goes to show, like, toxic people don't see toxic flags a lot of times because it's normal to them. So for Ciara to get engaged to somebody who has 5 or 6 previous kids, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, like, yo, like, you didn't see that. Like you were not only were you together, you got engaged and was about to get married. What are you mad about? You know what I'm saying?
So look, somebody asked, why is Russell Wilson a cornball? Do you want to explain that, or you want me to explain that?
I kind of explained it, so I'll let you go ahead.
Okay, Russell Wilson is a cornball. Devon Franklin is a cornball. All right. The reason why these men are cornballs is because of their actions,
Facts.
their choices of women. Okay. You don't get with a whore and then try to marry them. Okay. Megan Good was and of course Will Smith. Will Smith married a woman that was a whore before he got with her, and she said herself she was a whore. Okay. I don't know why you say Michael B. Jordan is different, but Michael B. Jordan, in my opinion, is a cornball too.
I'm saying he's
So
possibly different, and I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. Chill.
Why?
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt
because he didn't marry her.
No, I give him
because he did not marry the chick and go through and then have children. He's not a cornball because he actually didn't go through with it.
I think that what's happening to Michael B. Jordan, well, I already explained this before, is the simple fact that he went through a phase where he was not a phase, but he didn't know how to identify that type of woman because he never really.
Which makes him a cornball.
Nah, because the thing is, he was on, what'd you call him before? Pink toes?
Pink toes.
He was on the pink toe wave. Like every woman has a different type of hoe. White women have different white hoes than Spanish women. Spanish women have different Spanish hoes than black women. So if I'm new to a Spanish woman or a black woman or a white woman, it's hard for me to identify they hoes because I never been in this group. You feel me? And ever since I told you, he did Black Panther. Then he had to go to therapy because he started hating white people, right? And then after he went to therapy to get that hatred out of him, the first thing he then fall into was the lap of Lori Harvey. You don't know nothing about this life. Like, yo, bro, like you were a sheltered kid and somebody brought you to the jungle. I'm not going to blame you for that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he does it again, he's a cornball. This is his one strike to make a mistake. All right, that's it.
Like I said, he did not go through the marriage, and he did not. And there's a possibility that he broke up with her. She broke up with him. Nobody knows.
Nah, she broke up with him. Actually, he might be a cornball because
that's what I'm saying. If she broke up with him, that means he did not stop the train from going down the tracks, which makes him a cornball. He broke up with her. He came in his sentences. I like, yo, what the hell am I doing? You know what? I'm just going to have fun, so I'm out of here. Fun time is over. He's not a cornball.
Well, supposedly he proposed to her.
Cornball.
And she said no. And then after she said no,
so he's a cornball.
Like, we can't be together.
So Will Smith, all right, Michael B. Jordan, Russell Wilson.
But let me tell you the difference.
Devon Franklin are all cornballs.
But you know what? I think is the difference. What really makes you a cornball is this: when men don't respect you. See, that's what really ultimately makes a man a cornball. And as for a woman's standpoint, right? I think
a cornball is a man that women don't respect.
No, a cornball is there's a lot of cornballs that only women respect, right? So
they don't respect. He just panders to them. So they like him. They don't respect him.
No, because if a woman likes you, she'll respect you, right? To some capacity. No. But a man, all right. So here's the thing: what makes you a cornball is when men don't respect you universally, like or nationally. Let's just say, when nationally men don't respect you, you're a cornball. And now, because the reason is this: as a man, one of the biggest things that you need to do for your family is to protect.
Right.
Do you know how hard it is to protect a family when every man sees you as weak? That's why Russell gets attacked so much, because men don't respect. If men respected Russell, he would not get attacked. But because now Russell has to defend his family and the ideology or the perception of that they've created of his family,
the
narrative. He has to protect it every single day because men don't respect him.
Okay. So with that being said, because I can
respect
understand
Michael B. Jordan. That's why he's not a cornball yet.
But we lose respect or gain respect by what? Your decisions.
Or by your actions, right?
That's what I'm saying.
But every man here, and this is the fact, though. Here's the fact. Every man here tried
to get with a hoe. Yeah.
So we gotta give you a one-shot pass. But if you marry the hoe and protect the hoe.
He tried to marry the hoe. I never tried to marry my hoes.
Stop it. God saved that man. Okay.
I didn't marry my hoe, so that I'm not a cornball because I didn't try to, will you marry me, hoe? I didn't do that.
Nah, but you know what happens is this too. You might have good friends with you, right? So a lot of people, look, 50 Cent tried to marry a stripper. Don't forget that. So, and he was one of the first.
Joe Budden tried to marry Tahiri.
Joe Budden is a cornball too.
Hold on. No. Tahiri was Tahiri a hoe though? No. Tahiri was not a hoe.
I was still young when they were dating. You know, but I do know.
And to be honest with you, I don't think he actually wanted to marry her for real. I think he did that for love of hip hop. So Joe Budden is not a cornball.
No, Joe Budden is a cornball. He's a very emotional man. And when you're overly emotional, you're automatically
You're not a cornball if you're emotional. What are you talking about?
I didn't say emotional. I said overly emotional.
How's he overly emotional?
What do you mean? How is he overly emotional?
Name one way how he's overly emotional.
I'll tell you this. Go back and listen to his history. I mean, everybody has had their problems, but majority of his problems or majority of the way that he went about his problems were usually emotional.
He was a drug addict. That's why. It wasn't because he was.
Why was he a drug addict?
Because his older brother used to abuse him with weapons. I mean, like ammunition.
If somebody didn't know, you would win. But that's not why he was a drug addict, though.
Okay, why was he a drug addict?
There was many reasons why he was a drug addict, right?
Okay.
And they were all, but at the end of the
one
day,
of them because his dad and his brother used to do this all the time to him.
That doesn't make you do drugs.
Can you imagine? That makes you not a cornball because you're dealing with some real crazy shit.
No. What makes
cornballs don't deal with nothing.
No, cornballs turns to drug addicts because they can't process logically what has happened versus what is happening.
There's a lot of real niggas that are drug addicts. What are you talking about? The average real nigga is on drugs.
When you're a drug addict, that is an emotional response. It's not a logical response. It's an emotional response. There's nothing logical about being a drug addict. You know this, right?
But most real niggas are on drugs. What are you talking about?
But by drug addict, we're not talking about people who like to do drugs as a recreational use. Joe Budden had to seek therapy.
They're all addicts.
No.
Anybody that does drugs can't not do drugs.
We're saying drug addicts. That means somebody who's
all these things are addicted to drugs.
No,
Joe Budden was just like the rest of them.
Joe Budden was addicted to drugs to fight pain.
Of what?
Of many things. It's not just one thing. It's a lot. If you listen,
name one rapper that's not a drug addict, bro. Right now.
Well, I mean, a lot of rappers fake doing drugs.
Okay.
So because it's a popular thing to push. A lot of people. So if you smoke weed, which is a drug, are you a drug addict?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
you're addicted to a drug. What are you talking about? It's drug addict. What are you talking about?
Cool. All right. So what I'm gonna say is your definition of a drug addict and my definition of a drug addict are two totally different definitions. Because when I see a drug addict is somebody who has no control, not somebody who likes to do something. So when you're a drug addict,
can't be a cornball.
A drug addict can be a cornball.
The struggle itself makes you not a cornball.
Just because you struggle doesn't make you tough.
Shit.
No, because if you,
it's not about being tough. It's about
let me tell you
going through shit.
Everybody goes through shit. Everybody.
Cornballs don't.
No. Cornballs do. That's why
Russell Wilson ain't went through nothing.
Who?
Russell Wilson.
I don't know what he went through, but I do know this, right? We could talk about somebody like Michael B. Jordan, right?
You ain't been through nothing.
What I'm saying is right now, today, he can arguably say, based on your definition, that he's going through something right now.
I'm not talking about with no chick. I'm talking about some crazy gangster shit, childhood trauma. Somebody did something to you. You got put out. You kicked out.
I mean, but
you had to sleep in your car. Shit like that.
All right, but even if that's the case, we
and
don't
because
know
of all those
we
things,
don't know.
you're
We
smarter.
do not know these people's entire traumatic events. Some of these people, especially celebrities, have been made. They write their narratives, and they say, "Okay, we're gonna rock with it this way." But just because you go through life, I can show you. I can bring you right now to where I live, where I'm from, everywhere. Go to the opposite side, and everybody was coming from the struggle. You know that most
and they're not cornballs because they come from
they're also
struggle.
not drug addicts. So once you become
They
a
are.
drug addict,
You just don't know.
you don't know what a real drug addict is. Listen,
somebody who can't stop doing drugs is a drug addict.
So now let's go. Let's run with that.
Okay.
We can arguably say there's people who can say, I can stop doing drugs. I just prefer not to because I like it. That's not a drug addict. That's a drug abuser. Now, a drug addict is somebody like Joe Budden, where it's like, I can't stop taking these pills. I need help from myself. That's a real drug addict.
Wayne is a drug addict.
I think Wayne might be a drug addict because he looks like one. But
that's what I'm saying.
But at the same time, I don't know. We don't know because Wayne has not said I want to stop taking drugs and I can't.
He said that plenty of times that he can't.
Well, if he said that, then yes.
And then he turns around and says, I tried stopping drugs and look what happened. I fell off. I ain't listening to y'all niggas no more. I'm back. He literally said that. I'm back doing
drugs so I can make music.
He said it.
Which does that make him a drug addict or make him a slave? Because to be honest, low frequencies and low vibrations actually help you make the best music, which is why, i.e., let's go back to what we said before. Future, a lot of people argue Future's best music came after the breakup of Ciara. Pain always helps great art. This is something as an artist that we know.
Wait, so doesn't that make Future a cornball because he tried to marry a hoe?
No, what makes him a cornball is if he became a drug addict.
Oh, is Future a cornball?
No, fuck no, he's not a cornball. What are you talking about?
Why?
I gave you.
He tried to marry a hoe.
Okay, listen. Future, just like other men, have all tried to cuff a hoe, right?
He tried to marry her though.
I don't care if he went to marry, if not, every single man who is of a high status,
all of us
have tried it, right?
Not married, but we fell in love with a hoe.
I don't care. You loved her. I don't care if you put a ring on her or not. You were in love with this woman. You knew she was a guy. So I don't care about the ring. I you know what I'm saying? So now when we go further, it's like, all right, if every man tried this same thing with the same type of woman, you fell in love with the woman you know you should not love, right? It doesn't matter about the outcome because if you get saved or you don't. And Russell didn't. But that doesn't make you a cornball. What makes you a cornball is a couple things. One, if men don't respect you, you're a cornball.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Future is still respected by men.
Yeah.
Right?
Men respect Future.
Men respect Future. The other thing that would make you a cornball is if you are overly, keyword is overly, emotional. So if you have overly emotional responses, and that is probably your
men respect Joe Budden though.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
What are you talking about?
If they do, I'll be honest with you. Joe Budden has earned a lot of respect over the last, I would say, after his rap career. Once he started the podcast, that's when he earned his respect. And I would agree on that. But prior to that, he wasn't getting respected by men. He was always in love and he was always heartbroken and always addicted to drugs. That's a cornball.
But you gotta give it to him though. He has a great like track record as far as females though. He ran through some of the best.
So what? You know, there's a lot of
So you can't be a cornball. You don't ran through some of the baddest chicks in the industry.
Yes,
What are
you
you talking about?
Yes, you can. Yes,
Okay.
you can.
Okay. All right. Back to the subject. Because I don't have a problem. I'm not on Joe Budden's side, but I don't understand how you call Joe Budden a cornball. He ran through the baddest chicks in the industry. He was a rapper, and 2, he was on drugs. That makes him not a cornball.
That makes you a fucking cornball. If you are addicted to drugs, you are too weak of a person to fight your own demons with.
And my point is, everybody's addicted to drugs. Is all I'm saying.
No. Your point is invalid. Your point is invalid. Everybody is not addicted to drugs, bro.
Okay.
Are you addicted to drugs?
No, I ain't never did drugs in my life.
Have you seen me do drugs?
No.
All right, so I'm not addicted to drugs.
But let me tell you something.
That's not everybody.
Let me tell you something. Virtually everybody I hung out with when I was young did drugs except me. It was the most annoying thing in the world.
I did drugs before.
It was the most annoying thing in the world because I never got used to people snorting and all this stuff around me, and it was just disgusting.
I agree. I never smoked weed before, right? And the reason, but I've done other things, right? So I'm not gonna discredit that, and I'm not saying one's better than the other, but there's a specific reason why I never smoked weed, right?
Same thing with me.
Right. I can't see when I was growing up, right? Occasionally, right? Maybe I'll pop a Molly and go to a club, right? Which the first time it really happened was by accident because I was getting patted down and I was holding it for my friend. I had no choice but to take it, right? So after I took it, I was like, oh, it's not that bad. So, but when I did do that, I knew that was a one-time thing. Or if it was going to be super, super rare. Like maybe once every 5-6 months to twice a year, maybe. You know what I'm saying? When you smoke weed, everybody, or when it came to smoking weed, everybody around me was smoking weed. So it's not going to be a one-time, two-time thing. I had people offer me money to smoke weed. And I'm like, yo, there's nothing in my life, even alcohol. I take cleanses from alcohol very, very often. But I do drink, right? I don't mind drinking. I love to go out and have a good time. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with people that smoke weed either. But I'm not a person who can drink every weekend of the month. Like, I can't do that. Like, I could, if I did do that, which I've done when I was traveling a lot, I was going on vacation every week, right? So every week while I'm out on vacation, yes, I was drinking. I got to a point for like, I was like, yo, I need 60 days, no liquor at all. Right. And I had to like cleanse and detox my body because I just felt different, you know? So I agree. Right. People around you that when they're often doing things that you don't want to do is uncomfortable. Right. It's like my friends right now, like if they smoke, I usually 9 times out of 10, I'm never around them when they smoke.
Same thing with me. I'm not going to do all that stuff. My mom smoked weed to the point where she'll be rolling up weed. Me and my friends are coming in the house or whatever, right? And we never seen crack before, right? So when we heard about drugs, we only heard about crack, right? Yeah. So my friends thought my mom was doing crack because we never seen what crack was. We had no idea what it looked like or nothing, right? We kids. So for about 6 months to a year, all of us thought my mom was a crackhead.
Wow.
And I used to take her weed and throw it out the window and all this stuff. My mom used to fight me or whatever. And we used to just fight over the weed. She didn't beat me up. We just fight over weed, right? And because I'm tired of my mom being a crackhead. And the day I found out that what crack actually was, I was like,
my mom was never a crackhead.
Oh, my mom was never a crackhead? And after that, I just, because I used to hate smelling the weed because I thought I was gonna get addicted to crack. So I thought she was gonna make me a crackhead, but she'd be in the living room smoking weed, and I will smell it, and I didn't want to smell it. So I kind of like I hated the smell of weed because I didn't want to be a crackhead.
That makes
I thought she was gonna make me
that's funny as hell, but it makes sense. But look, it's in your benefit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, yo, I don't want to switch the I'm not gonna switch the topic of conversation or the light, but I'm a very, 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 very spiritual person, right? Most of my, like, and this is the ironic, contradictory part. Most of my tattoos are realistically in reference to God, right? Some way, some form, somehow. So being with that being said, I don't believe in people needing to get out of their natural sobriety mind state to do things, right? So whether it is, I don't believe in it, it's an excuse to do music, like Lil Wayne said, which a lot of people that I do know being in the studios will always smoke before they write or before they record. I never understood it, right? I had football players that I played college football with that would have to smoke a blunt before the game, right? Even before they even work out, because it would help them focus. I just never was that type of person that felt like I needed to depend on a drug to get me to a certain point in whatever it was. Now, if you want to do it recreationally and, you know, you try it for fun, that's one thing. But when it becomes to, like, I always vowed to myself, I would never be the person to say this, because I drink, right? I would never be the person to be like, yo, I had a tough day, or such and such is going wrong. I need a drink. I'm never that person. I need a blunt. I need it. Like, what?
I'm never that person. Yeah.
Like, that shows a lot about you and your personal willpower. You know what I'm saying? Like, the first thing that you resort to when you're stressed is leaving the sober reality.
And that is what I'm saying, because it's now your coping mechanism.
Exactly. Which, if you do, now, I think there's a lot of people who have weak moments. Wait, what happened?
Associating
weed to crack. That's just a kid not knowing better. You know, I had a rabbit when I was a kid, right? And I as a kid, I was always watching drug shit. Like, I wasn't really, like, I watched cartoons, but I watched drug shit more.
Yeah.
So my mom had bought me this rabbit, and I was like, fine, I'd take it, right? And there was a big ass block of alfalfa that she bought, which is like, looks like grass, right?
Yeah.
But it was, like, the way it was wrapped. I didn't watch all these drug shows by 10 years old.
Yeah.
And alfalfa has a smell to it too, right? So I saw the alfalfa, I sniffed it, and I walked to my mom's room and I started crying. I threw that. I can't believe you. How are you gonna be selling drugs? Like, she's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, look, don't act like you don't see it. I'm not stupid. I'm 10 years old. My mom's like,
your voice though.
Yeah, because, you know, I was like 10th look, and she was like, she said, it's alfalfa. It's a treat for your rabbit. I said, oh, really? Like I was so heartbroken. You know what I'm saying? So I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But that's just the good part. But yo, hey, I gotta bounce though, bro.
All right. You out now?
Yeah, I my bad. I know our conversation was really, really good, but I just got a call from my daughter's daycare, and I gotta go get her.
Gotcha. All right, do your thing, bro.
Daddy duties.
All
right, bro.
All right, shout out to Derek Walker. His mama sideways traumatized him into sobriety. That's hilariously good parenting. That is a fact. And there's another thing that that traumatized me that my friend did, because I always hung around, because I was a drug dealer myself, right? And one of my homeboys, he was selling weed, right? And he would run out of weed, and he would have what was it? What smells like weed if it burns? It's some type of can anybody put in the chat what smells like weed when it's caught on fire? It looks like weed. It's some type of seasoning. I forgot what it was. It looks like weed and it smells like weed when it burns, but it's not weed. Can anybody tell me what that is? It's something. Oregano? I think it's oregano. I'm not sure. Oregano, yeah. He got some oregano from, what's up, Dana? He got some oregano from his mom's out of the cabinet. And he would drop the oregano and he would literally spray Raid bug spray. He would spray bug spray on the oregano and he would sell it like that. And I don't know why he did it, but because I didn't smoke weed, so I didn't know what that meant. But he used to spray oregano with bug spray and sell it. And it was things like that that had me like, I will never smoke weed. And then on top of that, a friend of mine got caught up smoking something called a geek joint. A geek joint is when you got weed mixed in with the C word, okay? The white stuff, right? And he ended up getting strung out on that because somebody tricked him. So it was 3 things that made it where I never will and I never have smoked weed ever in my life. Them good old days, my plastic stem in the 20 rock. Yo, we end up having crack conversation. Crack selling memories. But overall, that is the reason why I didn't do drugs, because everybody was doing basil. Okay. Yeah. It may have been basil. I don't know, oregano or basil, but he would spray on it, bug spray. And I'm like, yo, I felt so bad for the people who selling weed to. But overall, I just learned so much about drugs where I was like, there's no way in hell I'm finna ever take any drug because it's stupid. I had friends that I grew up with turned into crackheads just like that. They one way one day, and then I see them next week, they addicted. That shit was crazy. So yeah, and I don't know how we got on drugs or whatever, but yeah, he got laced. It was bad. It was bad. But back to the actual topic. Some of y'all didn't see this video, so let me play this video because we got all off topic. And everybody drop a super chat or drop a cash app, Aaron 1000, and hit the like button.
Oh, thank God for valet trash.
No, we're not going to skip over the fact that y'all said a guy has to pay your gas if he invites you out.
So if a guy invites me out, he has to pay for everything. And
you gotta
first of all,
you gotta reimburse you for the gas.
Let me explain to you. This is how it's gonna happen.
Here's the gas money back, babe.
No, this is what's gonna have to happen. If a guy asks me out, number one, I have a child, so you're gonna have to pay for the nanny. Boom. That's number one. Number
First
two,
date?
hell yeah. You want me to come out? I can't come out. I got my daughter, nigga, and I'm not.
Proceed.
Exactly. So number one, you gonna have to pay for my nanny. Point blank. Period. Number two, you gonna have to pay for. Well, depending on how far it is, gas is expensive as fuck. So if I'm like low on gas and I ain't got paid yet, and it's that week that I ain't got paid, you either gonna have to Uber me there, or you gonna have to give me something for gas. Like I'm not. And to be honest, I'm not even going to say that money goes directly towards gas. Like, I'm going to need something. I might add on, be like, yeah, my nanny is $300, but it's really like $100, and then keep the other $2 and then use that for the gas instead of telling you it's for the gas. But you going to get capped more than what the fuck I need anyway. So I can't offset my expenses that's going to take me to get to come hang out with your ass.
Diabolical.
So my point of this is this. One, you can only get away with this when you're under 27. And some of you ladies don't know this. And you start trying to pull this mess when you're 30 years old and 32 years old with two kids and 2 baby daddies. And when they don't do it for you, you actually sitting around blaming men. No, your value has gotten lower. Period. Okay? 25-year-olds are, to a certain degree, the most valuable women on the planet. Straight up. Because there's reasons why 25-year-olds are the most valuable women on the planet. One, 25-year-old still probably lives with her mom. Most of them haven't had babies yet, and they have no care in the world. They're mobile. They'll do this, they'll do that, or whatever. And even just like what her little broke ass said, if you had to spend some money, it'd be stupid shit like gas money or paying for a babysitter versus taking a woman out to eat. Taking a woman out to eat, you're gonna spend at least $100 every time you take her out to eat. So if I gotta give a little 25-year-old hood rat $30 for gas, and she coming straight over my house, and I ain't gotta feed her ass, hey, I'm good. And 25-year-olds aren't gonna get all hung up and wanna stay and all this other stuff. No, they are ready to get out and do whatever they wanna do. So that's another thing. They don't stay. They'll just get up and leave. They'll leave before you say something. So you can only pull this off when you're in your early 20s. But after that, you become a grown-ass woman and you have to work for what you want, just like we got to work for what we want. Then it turns into a coalition of you do this, I do this, and whatever, and then we work together. But the biggest problem, what I see with women is, just like we were talking about with Sierra, women hold their entire 20s out, scam dudes, get over on dudes, and then when you get in your 30s, you no longer are able to do these things, and you run into this crazy culture shock where you're oblivious to the fact that you can't get men to do things for you like you was able to get men to do things for you 5 years prior. And then you start freaking out, and then you start blaming men. You start saying men are trash. No, you most likely were trash when you were in your 20s. Now you got your little babies, you got your little fatherless kids that you want a new man to come be with and ignore your damn little badass little kid, and you want him to marry you. And when he don't marry you, you think he's a problem. No, you're the damn problem. So the answer to this and the solution to this is to, one, as a 25-year-old, it's important for you to get therapy. It's important for you to get therapy. If you don't get therapy, you're going to have all kinds of problems in your 30s because you got to get all of that wholeness out of your system. Because you can't be a hoe and then expect a man to want to be with you. Unless your name, of course, is Sierra. Get a coach, take some courses, go to therapy, do something. Because too many of you have your childhood trauma, then you have the rejection of all these dudes that ran through you and didn't want you. All of that stuff is built up in your mind. Then when you get with a man that actually wants to be with you, you don't know what to do with yourself. You don't know what to do with yourself. And then when you get 30 years old, you fall into another trap where you start running from good men. I'll say it again. You go from being this big old hole and holding out your entire 20s. And the second you turn 28, 29, 30, you start realizing that men ain't checking for you no more like they used to. And then you start being like, wow, so I need to really settle down. So you want to settle down. Then a guy comes up and wants to be with you, and then you run from him. That's what Lori Harvey is dealing with right now. So Lori Harvey in particular is living through the second phase of being a whore. You start out being a whore, then you start slowing things down, and a man is like, trying to marry you, trying to sell, and you run from him. Put a 1 in the chat if you ever ran from a good man and you wish you wouldn't have. Trash wants your status to be confirmed. Yeah. So some of y'all got teenage daughters, right? And just like the last video I did, it's important for you to pay attention to your teenage daughters to keep them from getting out here and being hoes, being Lori Harveys, being Sierras. Because the bottom line is all they have is you. Because you already know you're a damn single parent. You ain't got no husband. So all they have is you. And a lot of you is in them. And you was a hoe when you was in your 20s. So you got to talk to your daughters about their 20s before they get in their 20s. Tell them how your life was trash. Tell them about how you had them when you was in your 20s being a hoe. Do not allow your teenage daughter to turn around and be just like you and make the same mistakes as you made. Cause then what's the point of wanting a child to have a better life than you if they turn around and have the same life as you? That don't make no damn sense. And if anybody needs help with this, I have the link that is in the chat right now that is pinned at the top. That is my course. So if you think your mom traumatized you, if you think your mom might have traumatized you, hit the link in the chat. It's only $37. Do something about your, because remember, it's not really about you because you ain't 20, but your kids are going to be 20. And you got to give your kids the tools that you didn't have when you were 20. Yep. Vivica Fox is another one. Got holed out. Vivica Fox had 20 years of being a hoe. She got ran through when she was in her 20s and got ran through when she was in her 30s. And now she's just old and mad. 18% of men are responsible for 80% of out of wedlock children. 75%, 80% of us are raised in single mother homes. That is a fact. That is a fact. So to keep your daughter from having a baby with the low 18% of black men, you got to sit down and have a conversation with them. How do men get ran through? We don't get ran through. What are you talking about? What kind of question is that? Unless a man is gay or something, how does a man get ran through? What are you talking about? So hit the like button and buy the course that is linked in the chat. If not for you, but for your daughter, period. Do one of the two things. Oh, actually, something else I want to share with y'all too. Hold on one second. Copy. Boom. I need y'all to do this also. Text, YouTube. All right. The phone number I just dropped in the link. Dropped in the chat. I need everybody to write this phone number down right now. I need you to text the word YouTube to 770-746-9280. This way, I'll send you the link to my show virtually every time I go live, so y'all won't miss a live. So if you have trouble catching my lives, and then you got to look at the playback because you don't caught my live late, because YouTube be sending out the notifications late, text YouTube to 770-746-9280. Text the word YouTube to 770-746-9280 right now. So this way, when I do go live, y'all won't miss half of it because you didn't see half of it. And you got to go back and watch the first half. So text YouTube to this number, 770-746-9280. And I will notify you the next time I'll go live. We are not the same. So this puts you in a position where you won't miss any of my lives. So do that right now. Take a second before y'all leave to put type in 770-746-9280 and text YouTube to that number. Is it a what? No, it's not. Does it look like a one? No, it's not a WhatsApp number. It's a community number. So whenever you get that text, whenever you send YouTube to that phone number, and then I'll send you the link to the YouTube show the next time I go live, because I might go live later on today. And that will just simply send you a text and you'll be able to go on YouTube on your phone. All right. So with that being said, I'll talk to y'all later. And no, I don't do WhatsApp. WhatsApp is like scammy stuff. I don't do WhatsApp. So last time, hit a like button and text the word YouTube to 770-746-9280 right now. And I will talk to y'all later. It's funny as hell, though, because when the women refuse sex, the men get angry, but forget that ladies keep them exactly. Keep them legs closed, ladies. All right. Ray, you what in the world? I don't know what that. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day.